Everybody, welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. Super excited to have Kehau tonight, who's going to share about women's health and hormones and consistency in our biz. But before I turn it over to her, a couple of quick updates. Metapower Collagen, pomegranate cherry collagen, 90% sold out. I just placed an order for a box today, and I'm worried that 4 boxes that I'm not holding on to using are not going to be enough. I'm obsessed with pomegranate cherry. I can drink the other one. I can drink it, but can I please just have pomegranate cherry forever? So that's 90% sold out. The Costa Brio Father's Day kit is 50% sold out. Bummer news, Justin Harrison has a family death in the family. And so unfortunately, he is not going to be able to make the Maui event next week, Tuesday. However, the Oahu events are still on. So some emails went out about those. More information. But Justin Harrison's going to be on Oahu, and so if you can make it, definitely do that. But Maui has been canceled. I think that's it. Yarrow Palm eye masks are still going strong. No notifications on those. Listen, I think almost everyone on this call here right now was on the call last week. But if you guys did not see that call last week, and even if you did see that call last week, I sent it out in an email today along with some graphics that have like the frequency of the essential oils that she talked about as a download. It went out in the team call reminder. So if you're not getting that email, let us know so we can make sure that you're getting that email. But I also posted that recording. It's on the YouTube page. It's in our customer group. It's in our build and share group. That call was epic. And that's a call that needs to be shared over and over again. Also, I'm in talks with Judy Sears, our good friend Judy Sears, if you guys remember Judy, and she is willing to do a women's health and hormone class with us soon. So we'll be setting that up. And she's amazing. And if you haven't seen her calls in the past, go back and search the group. She is a wealth of knowledge, and I could listen to her talk all day, just like Kanani's guest speaker last night. So I think that's it for updates. Kate, Ray, anything else I'm not thinking of? No? All right. Convention tickets went live. Convention tickets went live, and we are hoping that you join us at convention. Convention is for everyone. It is not just for people that are doing this business. It is for everyone. And we would love, love, love to have you and anyone else, customer or sharer or builder or potential in all the areas, join us for convention. So those tickets are live, and we would love to have you. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kehau. And yeah.
Thanks, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm going to share my screen. Sorry, it's been a little while since since I've had to share my screen. So
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It means we
no,
have
not at all.
it.
Not at all.
Did the button show up on the bottom? You should be co-host.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's having me like adjust my settings.
Okay, no worries.
Um, yeah.
Go ahead and figure that out, and I'll just throw it out there. Anybody have any questions or any curiosities about anything that's happening in doTERRA world? No, we're all good. Okay. There's
Okay. Try this again. Okay, there we go. I think now I can.
Yay, you got it.
Yay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Can everybody see my screen okay? Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. So it seems as if our team always gets May because we always we always malama May. So now that it's May, we're going to malama May. So I'm gonna talk about self-care and like Liza said, specifically like women's health kinds of things. Liza went over all of these announcements already, so I'm not gonna go over them again.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Actually, I
no,
didn't
it's
get all of them.
okay.
So
No, I didn't know about the event getting canceled, so that was good that you took that over because I had that here to talk about. But yeah, in case you just jumped on, Liza just mentioned that the Metapar Advantage pomegranate cherry is 90% sold out. The Father's Day Costa Brio blend and the car clip diffuser are 50% sold out. And then these two sample trifolds for Serenity soft gels and Metapar Recharge combo are also 50% sold out. So jump on those. Okay, so I am going to kind of talk about us for a little while, ourselves, and specifically self-care. So taking care of yourself so that you can be healthy, you can be well, you can do your job, you can help and care for others, and you can do all the things you need to do and want to accomplish in a day. I know that those of us that are moms, this is like really hard to do. Um, I only have one child, but some of you have multiple children, and I praise you every single day because one child is tough. I can't imagine doing it with multiple children. Um, so we often forget about ourselves. I know for me, like the only time I'm away from my child is when I'm at work, and that's not me time. Um, so it's really important for us to remember to take care of ourselves because we can't take care of others unless we're taking care of ourselves. And so like Liza also mentioned earlier, it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and we are 3 weeks away from the end of the school year. So I keep telling myself once the school year is over, I will have more time for self-care because May is my busiest month of the entire year. So don't forget about ourselves. That being said, I'm going to talk about the women's health kit today. Because this is a form of self-care. This is us taking care of ourselves. The women's health kit comes with 3 products: the bone nutrient, ClaryCalm roller, and phytoestrogen. So I'm going to talk about each of these individually. They are available individually, but as with most bundles, you save a little bit if you buy them all together. So this is the bone nutrient. It provides optimal levels. Sorry, I have to move my screen around so I can see. Optimal levels of vitamins and minerals that are essential for developing and maintaining healthy bone mass and density. This is really important for women, especially because as we get older, we can sometimes lead to osteoporosis. This bone nutrient also provides an excellent source of calcium and magnesium. It supports healthy bones and overall health throughout a woman's lifetime. It's a proprietary formula of the highest quality bone nutrients in bioavailable forms. It contains vitamin D and D2 and D3 to help the bones absorb calcium. So this is really important. In order for our bones to absorb the calcium that we need to make our bones stronger, we need to also take vitamin D because the vitamin D allows the calcium to be absorbed by our bones. A lot of hey, a lot of over-the-counter calcium supplements don't necessarily contain the vitamin D as well. So if you take an over-the-counter calcium, you also have to take a vitamin D. So it's great that doTERRA put these two together in one. It's made out of veggie capsules. It also includes vitamin C and D, and then the calcium, magnesium, and other trace minerals. Super important for us. ClaryCalm is in a 15 ml roller, and it contains clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, ylang ylang, cedarwood, geranium, fennel, carrot seed, pomarosa, and vitex. ClaryCalm is good for balancing hormones. It's also good for monthly cramps, controlling your monthly cramps, hormonal head tension, hot flashes, mood swings. It's empathetic. It's the oil of balanced vulnerability. So, super important to help us control our hormones and our mood swings and keep us calm and all of those things, especially during our time of the month. Phytoestrogen helps balance and support normal hormone levels. It gives us support for managing estrogen metabolism. It can be used to complement a program of eating right, exercising, and hormone therapy. Minimizes the uncomfortable symptoms of PMS and helps to transition through menopause. It also supports healthy bones, heart, breast tissue, and other body structures and functions as we age. Supports the unique health needs of women. It's helpful in managing estrogen metabolism. It has pomegranate extract, which provides supplemental phytoestrogens and a powerful antioxidant support. And it's also made with our veggie capsules. So just a little bit of like testimonials from myself and anybody else can jump in as well. So I take the bone nutrient every single day. The recommended dosage is 4 a day. I actually only take 2, so I know I need to up my dosage. But I've all like even before doTERRA, I always took vitamin D to make sure that my bones are strong. But I love that the vitamin D and the calcium are together in one so that we only have to take the one. I mean, in multiple capsules, but instead of multiple pills. I personally don't actually like ClaryCalm. I think it's the fennel. I don't like the smell of fennel. And so I just don't like the smell of it. I do use it during my monthly cycles, but it's not my favorite. I actually don't prefer it. So a lot of times I will buy the kit like one time and then I still have like lots of ClaryCalm left. So then I'll just buy like the bone nutrient or the phytoestrogen by itself. But I have a recent customer who hasn't yet enrolled, but has kind of dabbled in things here and there. And I've been trying to introduce her to more products so that she can see the value in enrolling and, ordering every single month. And initially she was just kind of into Deep Blue and she loved Deep Blue and she used it on everything. But just recently, like a month ago or so, she sampled ClaryCalm and she totally fell in love with ClaryCalm. And so now she uses ClaryCalm like all the time, not just during her cycle. She has a very high stress job. And so she like carries it in her pocket and she'll run to the bathroom and rub it all over her body to control her hormones while she's at work. Phytoestrogen is something that I initially didn't take when I first started doTERRA. But once I got more into the supplements and being consistent and taking like LLV and all of those other things, I started to take phytoestrogen. And Kanani's not on tonight, but she could testify that I'm a super emotional person. Like I cry about everything and anything under the sun. My husband actually doesn't like talking to me because I'm super emotional and I'll cry about everything, and he feels like we don't get anywhere because I cry. But I can proudly say that ever since I started taking phytoestrogen, and I've been taking it for a while now, I'm not so emotional anymore. Um, of course, I still cry and some things still set me off, but I feel like phytoestrogen helps me to control my mood swings better. And I don't, and not just the crying part, but I also don't get as upset over the little things super often. I take one phytoestrogen every day. The dosage does say that if you're going through menopause to take two every day. Um, so that's just my own little personal testimony about each of these products. I know that there were some chat things going on. Um, use bone nutrient daily. Good job, all of you. Oh, osteoporosis runs in my family, says Kate. So mom was always having her take calcium. Oh, this is not old people stuff.
She's coming upon puberty soon.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she's gonna know real soon. Uh, oh good. Kate says she loves the smell of ClaryCalm. Oh, hippiness. Oh, thanks, Liza. If you're on a full dose of LLV, you only need 2 bone nutrients. Okay, good. So I don't need to up my dosage. Okay, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know. Vitex supports PMS systems. It's from the plant chast tree. I think that's how you say that. Yeah, I never heard of the Vitex either. So thank you, Kate and Danielle, for checking that out. Thanks, Auntie Sherlyn, for sharing that. Phytoestrogen helped when she was transitioning with change of life, trying to knock someone's block off when she was in the throes and height of her hormonal changes. So this has helped her immensely. Oh, thanks, Nikki. She says she usually takes only takes phytoestrogen a week before she gets her MUI, and it helps her with mood swings. Awesome. Yeah, see, that's why I have to take one every single day because I always get mood swings. No, just kidding. Anything else anybody wants to share about the women's health kit?
I will just read something from the Facebook group. I feel like phytoestrogen is one of those supplements that I've heard time and time again are so powerful. Even men can take it. I should probably go look in um the diamond group about some of those testimonies, but this was a post that I found that kind of, because a lot of them just say like, oh, women this provides balance and support normal hormone levels, but what it is that estrogen is not, so we naturally produce estrogen, and there are estrogen mimics out there that we come in that we take in as the form of like birth control, parabens in a lot of our personal care products, although many of us here have probably lessened that load. Plastics, nonstick cookware, there, like the list goes on and on. And so because these estrogen mimics have a different chemical structure, but they behave as the same as estrogen does biologically, and because they're found in these products, we want to find ways to naturally balance our hormonal levels with actual like estrogen and not estrogen mimics, if that makes sense. And so so phytoestrogen provides that supplemental dietary phytoestrogens that help support and balance our hormones normally and naturally versus how we're being inundated with these estrogen mimics that can then lead to more of those hormonal imbalances. I do not pretend to be an expert at this at all, but I know that this is a very complex and very powerful supplement. And I think listening to your body is what's most important. So, Kehau knows to take it daily. That helps her. Whereas Nick is like, I take it when I'm going to go through my money. I definitely feel like moving into like this perimenopause state that I'm pretty sure I'm in, or going into that this is going to be a supplement to really lean into. Danny, I wonder if that is linked to birth control pills mimic estrogen. Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. Birth control uses artificial estrogen. So yeah, for sure. And that artificial estrogens are what cause us to have even more hormonal imbalance than we already have when we're going through changes of the month or anything like that. So we want to help supplement our bodies with natural estrogens. And we don't have any men on here. And if anybody's curious, but I know I've seen several testimonies. I'll go try to find one about why estrogen, this supplement can also be really good for men as well. It's not just a woman's supplement. And actually there's a group of people in doTERRA that want to get this change, this women's health kit changed, the name of it, because they're like, it's not as inclusive as it could be, because the bone nutrient obviously would be great for men who need calcium supplementation as well. So anyway,
Yeah.
thanks, Kehau.
And on the doTERRA site, when you go to specifically like the phytoestrogen, it does say in the description that this is good for, it says good for women, and then in parentheses it says and men too. So, but it's really like in small print that you have to actually read through it. So it's not like labeled for women when the products are separately, but then together they labeled them as a women's health kit. So yeah. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Anybody else have anything to add?
He has a dog too. Kehau, can I add something?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love, like, as soon as you started focusing on the absorption part, that really hit me because I have some elderly clients that have taken like vitamins over the years and tons of medications that create this calcium buildup in their body, right? And a lot of times the elderly are put on medications and they're never really managed off of them properly. We could have grandmas or aunties that are still on tons of medicines that haven't been regulated enough. When they actually tested it, a holistic doctor went and tested it, there's all this calcium buildup because they were never supplemented properly for absorption. So here they have a calcium buildup and osteoporosis in their body, and it's because nobody managed them.
Yeah.
They're like elderly people with disabilities, and it's like such a huge thing. So that absorption part just really struck a nerve with me. Thanks.
And a lot of times, especially the elderly, they just take whatever their doctor tells them to take, right? And the normal person, us regular people, don't necessarily understand that it needs to be absorbed and that our body doesn't absorb it naturally. So that's really important. And I also know that vitamin D is really good for fertility, just as a little FYI side note. Because when I was going through IVF, I was on vitamin D, prescription vitamin D. So it's good for fertility as well. So take your bone nutrient. Okay. I'm gonna transition to our biz topic now. Thank you for sharing, everybody. So we're gonna talk a little bit about consistency. I know that we are all familiar with consistency, but sometimes we forget maybe what that means, or you know, how to be consistent. Oops, sorry. I'm like clicking on all the wrong buttons here. Okay, so just a couple of quotes on consistency. We've all heard consistency is the key. Discipline leads to habits. Habits lead to consistency, and consistency leads to growth. Consistency, you are what you repeatedly do every day. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. If you want to be successful, you have to be consistent. And consistency is more important than perfection. None of us are perfect. Consistency is what transforms average into excellence. Okay, so I borrowed this from our visionary leaders team. It's a success schedule. It has daily habits, daily questions, weekly tasks, and monthly events. So our daily habits are just our DMO, right? 2 new contacts, 2 personal invites, 2 follow-ups, 2 business conversations. Daily questions to ask yourself: who will I invite to a class or a one-on-one? Who has attended a class who I can follow up with? Who has enrolled, who I will help better understand the loyalty rewards program? Who is using the product, who I will talk to about the business? Who is building the business, who I will support? What will I read, watch, or listen to that will help me grow as a leader? Weekly tasks: attend our weekly team calls, talk to your mentor and set goals, teach essential oils to 2 to 5 people, and attend monthly trainings and presentations. These are all things that we should be doing in our business all the time. And sometimes we just need a reminder. I also took a couple of these quotes straight from our Facebook page. Liza did a whole series on consistency. So consistency always causes a change in your business. This one really struck me. Even if you do nothing every day or something every day, there will always be a change. So definitely if you do nothing every day, it's going to show in your business, in your team. And then if you do something every day, it's also going to show in your business and in your team. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. The reason I chose to talk about consistency today is because I had a bit of a success based on consistency. So I am doing Silver Club. Silver Club started in March, and so this is the last month of Silver Club, March, April, May. I did really well in March. I didn't do so well in April, and so I'm trying to finish off strong in May. But I can honestly say that I'm very consistent in my business. I post on social media something doTERRA every single day. I actually subscribe to doTERRA Social, and so doTERRA Social makes things really easy for me. They upload my account with posts for the entire month, and they give me graphics, and they give me the words to go along with the graphics. That's my weakness, is trying to find out what wording to pair with the graphic that is posted, because you can find graphics everywhere nowadays. So I really like doTERRA Social because it gives me the graphic and what to say with the graphic. And so I just have to go in there and I just have to tell it to post every single day. And it's all laid out for me. It's super easy to use. I know some of you use OneDrop and it's the same kind of concept. But I post something every single day on my social media about doTERRA. My social media actually has more doTERRA posts than post about my personal life. I don't post about my personal life super often, only when like it's Anaya's birthday or we go on a trip or something. But I do post something doTERRA every single day. Back in March, I posted in my stories, my Instagram stories, about the mist diffuser kit. That's strictly an enrollment kit where you get the mist diffuser, the plug-in mist diffuser, and 4 oils, and they have 2 different kits. After I posted that, I got a DM from a fellow teacher friend who I have been trying to enroll for the past 4 years. She used to be next door to me, in the classroom next door to me. And I used to, all through COVID, I used to take her oils all the time. I used to give her wipes and hand sanitizers and all of the things. And I scanned her with my iTovi and everything. And I always got not excuse, but reason after reason after reason as to why she wasn't ready to enroll and why she didn't want to enroll. And so I kind of left her alone for a little while. But in March, when I posted that in my stories, she DM'd me and said, I'm really interested in this kit. How can I get this? And I sent her a link and boom, she enrolled. And she even added to her order to get up to the 150 PV so that she could get the free diffuser as well. And so I hadn't talked to her about oils or about enrolling in doTERRA for several months before this. And I was super happy to finally get her on board, but I believe that I finally got her on board because of my consistency in posting on social media. Even if people are not commenting or even liking your post, they're seeing it, they're looking at it. Everybody sits there and scrolls through everybody's stories. And so you're gonna find those people who are on social media and who are interested in something. They might not be interested in oils. They might be interested in the products. Or when something new pops up, they might all of a sudden their interest might be piqued, and that's their sign, or that's their push forward to actually enroll. But in order for that to happen, you have to be consistent. You cannot just post on your social media when you need to fill pukas at the end of the month, or when the product of the month is announced on the 1st. You have to be consistent and you have to post consistently, because when someone is ready, they're going to remember, oh yeah, Danny is my friend on social media and she's the person that I need to go to for oils. When they're ready, and everybody's, ready at different times, they're going to remember you and they're going to come to you because they see you posting about that consistently. Another thing that I've done consistently is when we went to convention back in September, we had our own little team meeting. And one of the things that we decided we were going to do was to share each other's posts. And if you are posting something and then you're tagging your team members in it, or you're tagging other members of our bigger Essential Island team in your post, and then they're sharing it, and then they're sharing it, if you have mutual friends on social media, they're going to see that, okay, Kehau posted this, Liza posted the same thing, Kate posted the same thing, Danny posted the same thing, Ray posted the same thing. So obviously there's something to this post. There's something to this product that they're advertising. All of these people are posting the same thing, and all of these people are talking about the same thing, and all of these people are using these products. And so it's going to trigger people to be like, okay, maybe I have to look into this more. Maybe I have to reach out to one of them and see what it is that I can gain from this product or that product. So it's just, and I know that we're all busy. I only go on my social media at the end of the day because I don't have time during the day while I'm, teaching classes and doing all of these things. And then I'm taking care of my daughter when I get home. And so sometimes it's 8 or 9 o'clock at night when I'm lying in bed and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't post anything today. And so I'm jumping on social media and quickly posting and tagging and all of these things. But I'm consistent about it. And I'm doing that every single day, no matter what happens. And so my consistency is going to lead to my success. And I know that Liza and Kanani say this all the time, like a no now is not a no forever. And just because somebody doesn't enroll when you're ready for them to enroll doesn't mean they're not going to enroll later on down the line, you know? So with that being said, here are your homework assignments for the week. I want you guys to post something about doTERRA on your social media every single day for 1 week. Do it every single day for 1 week and see if you notice a difference, if you get more likes or more shares or comments. Tag someone in your post. It can be a potential new customer. I have a new builder who I tag in my post all the time, and she's started to tag potential customers. She's tagging people that have showed interest in doTERRA things, so that they are alerted to check out this post. You can also post or tag a fellow builder or just someone on our team. Sometimes some of my posts, I tag my builders, just my builders. And sometimes I tag everybody. I tag all of you guys in my posts. So, you know, tag someone. And then take it a step further and comment or DM on a post about doTERRA that someone else has posted. That is really important. Liza always says this, you know, go into our Facebook group and comment or like the post because, hey, stop it. Because then it's going to get noticed more. It's going to be seen more, right? The more activity you get on the post, the more it's going to pop up for other people to see. So even though I'm not on Kate's team, she still likes my posts. She still comments on my posts, and we're helping each other's posts get seen more. You know, that's really helpful for it to just be out there more often. Okay, so you guys have 3 homework assignments. Post, tag someone, and comment or DM on a post that you see. I'm gonna look up the chat because
Well, can I jump in? Like, this
Yeah.
was so good, and I appreciate this so much on so many levels. I don't want to get long-winded, but I really appreciate the action that you want people to take. And I just want to remind you guys that it doesn't have to that you want to try to switch it up a little bit, right? Like, your posts don't have to be graphics with content every day on your feed, but people want to just see what you're using. Like, all of us on this call use a multitude of products every single day, like from the skincare products that you use to your toothbrush with your toothpaste on it, to your vitamins, your supplements, your collagen, to the oils you put on. So even if you just put out, you know, a glass of water with, you know, your supplements lying on the counter, like, some people, that will spark interest with people. And then, you know, you can pair that with graphics. I am not the most consistent about social media in terms of getting my face on there. That's something I'd like to be better. But I feel like I'm with Kehau in terms of, like, on my business page, I am at least posting something every day in my stories. And then that was the main thing, is like, and then liking each other's and tagging each other. We've all been doing that. And sometimes I'm great about it and sometimes I'm not, but you're always welcome to take a screenshot of anything that I tag. If I'm not tagging you currently and you're going to repost what I tag you in, I'd be happy to start tagging you when I do. But this was so good. Thank you for all of these great reminders. And like, look at that. Danny saying, Kehau, thanks for liking and commenting on mine and vice versa. And just one more plug, like the Facebook group is such an incredible wealth of information. If you see something you like it. If you go in there and you search for something and you're using that, like comment on it, because then it bumps that post back up to the top and people can, remember when people reach out to me asking for protocols and I tag them, say like in travel, it'll bump all of those posts back up, and then people who might have missed them when they actually came out can see them. So I would really love, likes are great, comments are great, especially in our Facebook group, because it really helps our community to see those posts. And there's some really great stuff in there. So thanks, Kehal.
And like all those graphics that Liza posts in our Facebook group are so easy to, you just click on the photo and you save it, and then you can post it on your own social media, like I work off of my phone a lot, and it's so easy to navigate on your phone. Just scroll through there. Like for tonight's call, I searched for consistency, and then I just saved all of those graphics and put them here on my slide to share with you guys. So it's super easy to get graphics from, like Liza said, anything that she posts or somebody else posts, and you just share it. But there's a lot of stuff out there, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel or spend a lot of time creating content, because it's a lot of it is there. Liza, I just want to go through the chat because I see there's a couple of questions here. So Nick asked if I was posting or doing stories every day. I do both. So doTERRA Social usually provides me with a post and a story about the same post. So I post the graphic, and then it has content there. And then the story either says refer to my recent post, or it has the same information in my post in like maybe smaller font or less words. So I'm doing both so that, I find, because I work with teenagers, I know that the teenagers themselves are doing the stories more so than scrolling through the posts, because their attention span is all over the place, right? So they need something quick that they can just look through. So I know like at that level, they're doing stories mostly. Like it was funny because when we started school today, one of my kids was having a conversation about something, and then he turned to me and he said, "Oh, did you see my story?" And I was like, actually, I did see your story. So like that's their world. Yeah. It's just the stories. And they're like, if you're in a bind and you can't, scroll through everybody's posts, especially on IG, it's really easy to just look through their stories.
Also, reposting doTERRA stuff. Like doTERRA
Yeah.
has, and if you
Yeah.
don't follow Simone's doing a lot of stuff on his personal social media that he can't actually post on doTERRA social media for compliance reasons, like testing oils from other companies and showing their impurities. And so, like, his stories are great to share. doTERRA has some great stories to share. And it's so easy, it's really so easy. You take a picture of your collagen drink of the day, and then you share a story from doTERRA that has information on the same collagen product, right?
Mm-hmm. I tend to share a lot of reels and videos from doTERRA because I'm not that advanced on social media, and I don't know how to make my own reels, and I don't have the time to sit down and figure it out. So I will stalk the doTERRA IG page, and then I'll repost all of their reels and their stories that they create because it's so much easier. So yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to chime in on? Because this is my last slide, so that's all of what I have for you guys tonight.
Thanks. Kehau, that was so awesome and so appreciated. Oh, the doTERRA TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok, but yeah, absolutely. doTERRA is on all social media platforms. So it's
Well,
definitely
Danny's pretty awesome herself. She does some nice videos and and TikToks and stuff too. So that's why I always check out her stuff too.
all right, everyone. Kehau, do you mind stopping your share?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Thank you so much. That was so great. All of it was so great.
I'm still looking at my screen. Oh, how do I stop it? Do I just exit?
I think
There.
maybe, yeah, I'm like, actually, I feel like I don't even know if I'm
Oh,
not doing
it
it.
says I'm still screen sharing. Oh, stop. There we go. The red button that says stop.
All right,
Okay.
let's go ahead and take a quick picture if we can. I'm turning my camera because those lights are bright. Hey, smile. All right. Thank you for showing up for yourselves, for your learning, for your connection, for your community, for your business. We're so, so grateful to have you guys all here. Huge shout out to Kehau for holding down the entire team call tonight and showing up and sharing so much knowledge and wisdom and inspiration for all of us.
I better get a trip to Disney for this from my leader. Just kidding.
I can't give
I'm
you
just
a
kidding.
trip to Disney, but
No,
we
from my leader who is
eventually-
currently at Disney right now.
We're so grateful for all of you and everything that you do to share doTERRA with others. And just a reminder that we have something that everybody needs. And so if you don't put it out there, people aren't going to know about it, right? So thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.